always.
Odran is going to finish his lap. He comes across the line of 1 minute 30.1.
I forgot.
I don't think by his standards it is, as C-Line goes 2 seconds off. He was saying he was going to target a 29.3 as Sam goes into second. Yeah, Kyle.
Oh, what a lap. Oh my god.
There you go. P1 in Tier 1 qualifying yesterday, and currently P1 in Tier 2.
We'll watch Pofi's invalidated his lap. Same with Hazard.
A lot of the fastest drivers from Tier 2 are here. One that isn't is the driver who won in Abu Dhabi and won in Suzuka, Crystal, in the McLaren. He misses his second race in a row, but drivers that can rival Kyle, you've got Pofi, who's, as MSC said, invalidated his lap, and Bramble, who got pole in Zandvoort in Tier 2. He also took the Tier 1 win in Monza. Unfortunately retired from the Tier 1 race last night here in Singapore. He was caught up in a lap 1 incident with T at the corner he's going through right now, and it sort of a chain reaction after that of unfortunate events caused his early retirement in the pits.
Godzilla about to finish his lap 27.20, crosses the line into 4th, pushing Ochan down into 5th.
It's close between those two, about 100th of a second in it. I mean, talk about fine margins in the midfield. It doesn't look very close when you've got the gap to the leaders in shot, but yeah, they've got their own battle.
Formula Car on another lap, same with Bramble. Formula Car 2 tenths up, that looks like. We get a 1:27 here.
Well, I'm assuming that both these guys are going to go for 3 runs here, so if round 1 went to Kyle, Bramble will be hoping to hit back as Kyle comes towards the end of his lap. Pole in Tier 1, provisional pole in Tier 2, comes across the line, and it's an improvement by about 0.3 of a second, a 1:27.8 from Kyle. What can Bramble do as he enters the 3rd and final sector? Final few corners now for the Singaporean. May have touched the ball through the penultimate corner. Now round the last left-hander. It's close, it's an improvement, but it's still a 10th off of Kyle.
I'm banning Archie.
2 really strong laps. 1.5 seconds. 1.5 seconds ahead of anyone else. Shows the standard these guys are running at. Pofi has just started his outlap. He will be aiming to close the gap to the leading pair. If he can split them, if he can overtake Kyle, it will be an unbelievable lap. Actually, I think he's on his lap. He's using a lot of battery if it is an outlap.
Who is Pofi or Bramble?
Pofi, who's in P3. Yeah, looks to be on a lap. He's giving absolutely everything here. The Williams goes across the line. And that is a really strong lap from Pofi. Half a second off Bramble in second, but it's a massive 1.2 second gap to Godzilla in 4th. Can Luca show a bit more pace as he comes round the final corner for Mercedes? And it's up to P4.
Up to 4th above Godzilla and Oja.
Maybe not quite as quick as his brother, but certainly a solid time. There's yellow flags out.
It's quick.
Not too sure why that is.
Looks like either Hazard or I'm not sure. There's an Aston Martin going slow. It's Hazard, probably letting cars pass.
Yeah, I'm just on board with him. He's
Reece going to go out on another lap.
Pofi for just letting people go.
I can't see how long's left to the there's 1 minute 40 seconds left, so drivers are going to have to get out of the pits quickly if they want to set another lap.
Yeah, I think that will be lap for Luca. Already 3 drivers to have retired due to quali bans, but we are going to see a lot of times go in.
Oh no, he didn't. Oh yeah, he did. Hazard did serve his. So I was wrong.
So yeah, you're right, Hazard. You are still last, so there is improvements to be found, but you will start ahead of the guys with quali bans at least, so you do deserve to be there, at least. Right,
do you want to watch Formula Kyle? And I know I watch Bramble. See the differences.
Round 1 went to Kyle. Round 2 also went to Kyle. Is it going to be 3 strikes to get pole position for the man who was a lap away from a grand slam in Tier 1?
Betcha.
If only
You
always
tried to take out Ange, you do deserve your quality ban. As Bramble goes onto his lap.
Not racing today. Look at the commitment into turn 1. I mean, he is so close to track limits.
Yeah, for test racing, the amount of speed. No one touches Ange, the goat.
Yeah, sorry. Unfortunately not with us.
Oh, he
today.
hits the wall, Bramble. Could slow him down a bit.
I haven't seen him too often. In Tier 2. He did get points last time out in Monza, a career best finish for him, but yeah, shame that he's not racing today, and his race in Brazil may well be his final one.
That's
for Mercedes.
Godzilla and
his
Sam
contract
done.
expires after it. Yeah, Luca retires. He couldn't get round in time as well, so it looks like the front 3 are all locked in, apart from their positions.
Unless Ojas.
Someone, yeah,
a second better.
There is still potential for an unbelievable lap
in the
somewhere in the field. Someone else who is done.
Bramble
is
2 tenths up. He could get
Formula car here. Down in 8th.
Can you see how far up Formula car is? Reese is done.
Retires as well.
Right.
Oh, Formula Kyle has just had contact with a slow-moving Alpine. I think it was Odran's AI. So Formula Kyle will not improve.
Bramble could improve here. He's about to finish his lap.
Shaking the wheel as Bramble goes on to pole. And that is going to be pole because Formula Kyle is going at 20 kilometers an hour. His lap is done.
Do something.
Formula Kyle, who has led for every single minute of this qualifying session since his first lap, looks like he will miss out on pole in the most agonising of circumstances. Running into the AI-controlled Odran, you are technically not supposed to retire on track. So that could be a penalty coming Odran's way. As Kofi
improves.
He improves slightly,
and that is it.
But it will be P3.